next guest is a delightful bundle of joy, you know, from The White Lotus Season 2. This is her debut book of poetry. It's called I'm Sad and Horny. You can get it starting Tuesday. Please welcome Haley Lou Richardson. Did you hear Morgan Freeman say the name of your book?
That was not expected of life. Like, that was... You know what? It was cool to hear Morgan Freeman say the title of my book, but it was even cooler to hear Morgan Freeman admit that he's sad and horny, too. Oh my God. We're not alone.
I don't think he did that. Did he do that?
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
This is quite an ensemble. Is this your Halloween thing, or? This is
me.
This is related to the book. I see.
This is, yeah. There's like, I think the sad clown metaphor is pretty powerful and poetic.
Do you think clowns are sad? I feel like they might be actually sad.
Just all of them?
Well, yeah, because they're clowns. I mean, what's, you know, there's no positives, really.
Life. Well, I mean, comedians in general are often the same.
I think that's...
You don't think?
I don't know.
Okay, you don't want to go there. We're not going there.
No, I just think it's like, I think a lot of them like to position themselves in that way. But clowns, first of all, they have to do the worst things anyone has to do.
What's that? Hang
Children's
out with
birthday
kids?
parties.
Yeah.
I
love kids.
When they drive somewhere, there's like 40 of them in a Volkswagen.
Yeah, that would be...
That's no good at all.
That wouldn't, Volkswagen.
They got to wear zinc oxide all over their face all day.
We don't like that, chemicals.
Yeah,
no.
so I understand it.
Yeah.
This book is... I found it interesting. I read the book.
You read my poems?
I did. Well, it's easy to read. It's not very long.
It's not that long. You read my poems?
I did read your poems.
That's cool.
And I think that
cool.
they're very good, first of all. And I think that a lot of people are going to really relate to the poems.
Thank you. I hope.
I think that I wonder if they're primarily about... Well, I know they're mostly about you being that one person, but when you write about various boyfriends, I assume, or whatever, is it about one person, a bunch of people? Who are we talking about here, and does he know you wrote this?
You want names? You want...
No, I don't. I wouldn't ask you for the names. But I wonder about, like, putting this out there and what kind of reaction you...
It is kind of, like, really lunatic of me to put it out there, but it's also, like, I think cured a bit of my sadness to release it in this way.
Oh,
yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so if you're depressed, write some poetry.
It does help.
Yeah, it does help. But yeah, the poems are about multiple people. Sometimes they're like, there's a poem called My Type, which is very obviously about a bunch of men I've dated that are pretty much the same guy. It never worked. But yeah, it's been a big, like, cathartic release.
I like the photo a lot. There's always a photo of the author on a book, and this is a photo that you've chosen for the book.
Yeah, I'm a professional. I'm a real writer. Take me seriously, please.
Was this the idea going in? You were like, I'm going to put a picture of myself crying on the thing?
Well, no. There were really no ideas going in. It was all just like, someone was like, you could turn these poems into a book. I was like, no. They were like, yeah, you could. And I was like, yeah, maybe I could. It was like, okay, I'll make a book. My best friend's like, I'm an artist. I'll design the book. I was like, okay, that makes sense. Design the book. And then she designed the book. We were like, oh, you know, I should find an author photo. Maybe we should do this sexy clown photo shoot. And then I sent her this picture one day, and she was like, or maybe it should just be this. And I was like, yeah, maybe it should just be that. And it all just
Why did you send her a picture of yourself crying?
Why not? You know, it's less pitiful to be sad with others, to share in the sadness.
So you're just like, oh, I'm going to take a shot and send it to my friend of me crying?
Yeah, have you ever done that?
No.
Well, if you ever want to, I'm around.
But, okay, let me ask this question. This is a weird question.
Okay, I like weird questions.
Are you really crying if you're taking a picture of yourself crying? Look, because I know, like, my daughter, for instance, who's 11 years old.
11,
Well, I have two daughters. One's in her 30s, the other one's 11.
Okay.
Loves to look at herself in the mirror when she's crying.
Okay.
And it makes me think like, oh, it's a little bit performative, you know? It's like there's something about it that she enjoys seeing herself crying.
Or is she like connecting to herself in that moment in the sadness? It could be kind of a profound thing. I don't know. You don't know. Only she knows.
Yeah, I don't think she even knows, really. Yeah. I think she just likes the, like, she thinks she...
She's a cute crier.
Yeah,
how can you blame her? She's cute.
Is that what this is? But this is not a cute cry. Now, listen, you're very cute. There's probably some snot coming out of your nose.
There's snot, there's zit cream. That's a really pitiful moment. That's rough. That was a rough one.
Have your parents read this book?
Yeah. My mom's read it probably upwards of 20 times since I decided to make the book, sent it to a publisher, and had the manuscript. And then my dad read it.
And what did he think?
I'm so proud of my dad.
Why? What did he do?
He read it, first of all, which is like pretty cool of a dad to read their daughter's book called I'm Sad and Horny.
Yeah.
And he read it, and my dad, my parents were graphic designers together for like over 20 years. And so my dad's like very artistic and thinks about the font and the layout. And he sent me an email after he read it to me and Lily, who designed the book. And it was like bullet points of like, I think you should use courier. I think you should put spaces between the ellipses. I think you should do this with the F ligatures or whatever they're called. And then he said, P.S. I loved the poems, some more than others. Some were hard for a daddy to read, but I read them and I'm proud of you.
Oh, that's very sweet. Oh, that's nice. That's almost like poetry in and of itself.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Did you pitch this book with this title as to the publisher?
I did. Actually, the title I pitched originally was I'm Sad and Horny, buy this book.
Oh.
And because I was just like, if I'm gonna give everything, then I'm gonna be just super desperate and okay about it. And my publisher was like, I would definitely get rid of the buy this book part because I already think that I'm Sad and Horny says enough. And I was like, okay, fair. And then she was like, and why don't you just do Sad and Horny and get rid of the I'm? And that, I was like, that made me sadder because I was like, it's a vulnerable thing to write like this, whether it's good or not, and put it out in the world. And I wanted to own it, that it came from me. And also I loved the idea of people being like, oh, what book are you reading? And someone being like, I'm sad and horny. I just loved that idea.
Yeah. And you got Morgan Freeman to say it, too.
And I got Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
And come on, if Morgan Freeman had just read Sad and Horny, it would have been so much less great than saying, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what? In a way, you had a lot of foresight there.
Yeah, I did. I did it for this moment, for this night.
You've got a spy series coming out, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You will be a sad and horny spy?
I actually am, yeah.
What is it called?
You know what? I am a sad and horny spy. My character pretends she's not sad, but I think she actually is deeply sad. But it's called Ponies, which stands for Persons of No Interest. And it's about these two women whose husbands die, which happens in the first episode, so it's not a spoiler, and their husbands are spies. And then they're left with, what do we do with our lives? And then they convince the CIA to let them become spies. And
it's based on a true story?
No.
No.
No. It also takes place in the 70s in Russia, so it's really not true, because that wasn't happening then, I don't think. But
who's in it with you?
Amelia Clark, and a great cast of wonderful people, but Amelia and I really...
Well, it's very good to see you. I hope that this book cheers you up and takes care of the other stuff also.
I update. I am less sad. Still horny.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you don't want to really cut that back.
No, you don't want to cut that back because that's one of the joys of life. But I think I'm horny in a less desperate way, which is nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Congratulations. Yeah. That's the book. I'm Sad and Horny. It comes out Tuesday. Haley Lou Richardson. We'll be back with CYM.